Hey y'all, it's Aaliyah Lynette here. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing a story time of all the events that led up to me heading to Jamaica. So today's date is Wednesday, July 6th. I am scheduled to be leaving July 11th. So a lot has transpired in the past 2 months of me booking my trips. 2-3 months of me booking my trip to Jamaica. So originally my trip was supposed to be broken down into 2 parts. I was originally supposed to be leaving July 8th, which is this Friday, in 2 days, up until July 18th. So I was supposed to be out there for 10 days. It was broken up into 2 trips. The first part of the trip was celebrating my cousin's birthday, her 25th birthday, and then the second part of the trip was celebrating my aunt's birthday. So let's get right into the events and everything included, right? So originally, the first time I booked my trip, it was $1,080 with bags included. So the bags alone was $60. I wanted to pay, so the entire trip is booked on JetBlue. If you know, you know. I'm a diehard JetBlue fan. Honestly, I'm so in love with them. I've loved JetBlue my entire life, low-key. I have the point system with them. I have so many points. I just love JetBlue. They could do no wrong in my eyes, honestly. So, I have my entire trip is booked on a Blue flight. If you don't know the difference between Blue Basic and Blue Basic is always cheaper, but you're subjected to a change fee. If you're changing your flights, you're subjected to a change fee, as well as you cannot bring a carry-on on your flight. So with the Blue flight, it costs a little bit more, but you don't have to pay change fees, and you can bring a carry-on. And you board the plane first. Well, I think it's like Group B or something. Blue Basic, you board the plane last, and it's the cheapest flight. So, like I said, my original flight was $1,080. Then, within 24 hours, my flight went down. So, because my flight was a difference in 24 hours, they were able to cancel my flight, refund the money, and just rebook. So it was $1,080 first, then it went down to, I believe, $860. So it was either $830, $860, something around that time. So that's one important thing to know. If your flight does go down within 24 hours, no matter what ticket you have, you can have them cancel it and just rebook it. Obviously, you'll need the additional money in your bank account. So say your original flight is $500 and then it goes down to $200. They can cancel it for the $500, but you need $200 in your bank account for them to rebook it, and then you'll get your $500 refund. So I was able to do that. It was an additional $800, right? $868, whatever. So I did that. There was no change fee. There was no fee at all to get my money back. And the money came back into the account within 1 business day. They do say 7 to 10, but honestly, it came within 1 business day. I don't know if that's for everybody's bank or everybody's situation, but that's what happened with mine. So now, like I said, my 10-day trip... Oh, no, I didn't even touch on this. So the 10-day trip from the 8th to the 18th went down to 7 days. So I had to then again change my flight. Right? So this is the second time I changed my original flight. My cousin wound up switching it from Friday to then us leaving on Monday because of finances, and then it was supposed to be a whole bunch of people coming. Everybody kind of flaked out on us, and it just wound up being just me and my cousin for her part of the trip, right? Which was cool. Like, we were still gonna be lit, we were still gonna have so much fun, and she's here in New York from LA, so she just made it where this weekend we're doing birthday festivities in New York, and all her friends just came to New York. Cool. So this was the second time I switched my flight. So then I switched my flight, right, for the 10 days. It was on a Monday, right? Then, so I switched it on a Monday. I actually had to pay $19 more to switch it, because the flight difference was $19 more, right? So then it was on a Monday, and they always say to book your flight on a Tuesday, which I'm like, no, whatever, it's only $19. Let me just switch it, one and done. Little did I know, Tuesday the flight was way cheaper for my outbound flight, which is the going flight on Monday, right? July 11th. It was cheaper. JetBlue gave me a credit of $118. That was the price difference. That was the price difference, right? So $118 credit, which I don't mind getting the credit, because you can use that credit within a year, or you can give it to somebody else. Right? Don't quote me on the give it to somebody else, but I know you can use that credit within a year. So I was happy, because I'm like, all right, I'm going to travel within a year, and I'm going to be able to use that $118 credit. Cool. So then, like I said, it was cheaper on that Tuesday. If I would have waited, whatever, I probably would have only got the $100, because you would minus the $19 that I paid additionally. Right? So then, this is where it get, like, everything was still cool. We were still going for 7 days. Everything was still lit. It was a movie. I was going to be with my family for the second part of the trip, and then just me and my cousin for the first part of the trip. Now is when it gets very frustrating, because the switching the flights was the easy part. Oh, also too, if you do need to switch your flights, what I did was, I have an iPhone. JetBlue has a system where you can actually text the customer service people instead of being on the phone with them, which was very convenient for me, because the wait time on the phone is over an hour. The text wait time is only like 30 minutes, 40 minutes is the most I've waited. And with the text wait time, you can close out of the text message, and they'll literally text you when it's almost time for you to chat with the people. Also, they do have it where you can track how long your wait time will be. So every few minutes they'll say, all right, 20 to 25 minutes or whatever, which is very neat. So I do like that JetBlue did start that. So now, here goes the messed up part. And I'm so disappointed, but it's okay. Because when there's a will, there's a way, and we finna make this shit work, right? So now, 9 days before our trip, our resort with my aunt's part canceled out on us. What does that mean? So my aunt paid for, well, whatever, the money wise, but she had booked at least like 4 villas, from my understanding, 4 villas, and her villa was canceled out on, because this is the excuse that they gave us, was her villa was being renovated on, but because of COVID, they weren't able to finish by the anticipated date of us to travel. Which literally makes no sense. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand, because how do you tell people on an international flight 9 days before they're supposed to go? As if our flight wasn't $800. Thankfully, my cousin still had her birthday portion, so we're still going regardless. But it's just like, how are you supposed to be a 5-star resort, supposed to be the top of the top in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and you tell us 9 days before? Like, what? We're not going to Miami where we could just make alternate arrangements really, really fast. We're going on an international vacation. So my aunt obviously was very upset. She canceled everything. So we're all not going to that resort. The resort's name is the Golden Eye in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. It looked freaking gorgeous. I was just super excited. We all were excited to go there because that looked amazing. The content I was finna create all over the resort was amazing. So now we get to the other part, right? So my cousin is now, so the first part of her birthday trip, we were just doing any old resort because we were only going to stay there now from Monday to Wednesday, and then Wednesday go to my aunt's part, and then it was supposed to be this best resort ever and whole 9 yards, right? So now my aunt's part got canceled. So now we had to figure out within a week before us going, what are we gonna do? Right? So now she found another resort for us. It's all inclusive. For now we're only going for 4 days because obviously we don't have money to switch to a whole new resort in a week for the same length of time. Cool. So now we're staying in another resort, which I'm not gonna give the name because we're leaving next week, and y'all will find out the name after we get back, because I'm gonna vlog some of the trip. I'm definitely gonna vlog. I'm gonna post hella content on all my social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. If you are not followed on those social medias, go follow me. My Instagram is Aaliyah Lynette X. I'm gonna be doing business content too on my business page. It's acreations__ with the Z. And then my TikTok is everything Leah X, and then my other TikTok is Aaliyah Lynette X. So be sure to go follow me on all social medias to be updated with the content throughout our trip. Now, being that our trip is only Monday to Thursday. So a 10-day trip turned into 4 days. But it's okay, because we're going to make the best of it. We still going to turn up. It's my cousin's birthday, and we finna be lit. Period. So, like I said, I had to switch my flight yet again. So I switched my flight 4 times over the course of 3 months of getting this vacation situated. With me switching the flight, so every time I had to switch my flight, they had to cancel my bags that I originally paid for, right? Cancel out the bags, so refund the bags, and then recharge them, which became a headache because I don't understand why they couldn't just switch it over to the new flight, but apparently that's not how it works, which whatever. So they had to cancel my flight, my bags, rebook them. It was a headache. It was 4 times over. Then, so I ended up with $171 credit from $830 to then paying. It was a little over $600, I believe, or around the $600 ballpark. Let me check, because I have my last receipt from JetBlue. Confirmation. Tells me how much I wind up paying. If this thing will load up, that would be amazing. So also too, I'm really thinking of getting TSA pre-check and TSA global, or whatever global thing. If any of you guys have that, let me know. How do you guys like it? I definitely want, I'm gonna invest, and I wish I would have invested before this trip, but it's okay because I'm gonna invest as soon as I get back. Period. Okay. My email is acting really, really slow now. Okay. With bags included, because the bags are $60 by itself, I wind up paying $685.66. From $1,080 to $685.66. Period. Although my trip has been cut in half, and although we've had so many mishaps between the time, I'm very excited to be going. I can't wait. It wind up being me and my 2 cousins. We're going on a cousin's trip. I'm super excited. Our first of many. So